Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Game James of Games Pewter Perspective, Big Game Sports Buzz, also on the Big Game Sports and Entertainment Network. Now, I've been doing my Mount Rushmore of positions. I started things off with defensive ends, the pass rushers, and then I got into defensive tackles. So, to stay on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to give y'all my Mount Rushmore of middle linebackers. That's right, the Mike linebacker, the man that man's middle. But before we do that, hey, Pewter Perspective is brought to you by Puff Sip Chat and loyal to Ash Cigar Subscription Service. Get 5 premium cigars right to your doorstep. $39.99 a month. You get to try something new every month. If cigars is your thing, Puff Sip Chat, loyal to Ash is for you. Anyway, so now talking about this. When you talk about the heart and soul on defense, it all starts with the middle linebackers. These are the leaders in the huddle, the enforcers on the field, and the brains behind every great defense. Today, I'm breaking down my Mount Rushmore of middle linebackers, the best of the best who define toughness, leadership, and playmaking for generations. Now, y'all, when you talk about tough and hard to do, this was damn near impossible to me to come up with 4 people that I thought were worthy of that number one, of that top 4 spots. Man, I had probably about a list of 10 guys on here, but I had to make the tough decisions and do what a lot of people wouldn't do. Hey, let's tune in. Let's get ready for this right now. First and foremost, the man with the major swag that I love watching play, even from his college days. That's Mr. Ray Lewis. He's arguably the greatest middle linebacker ever, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, and the face of the Baltimore Ravens defense for 17 seasons. That's right. I said it. 1-7. 17 years, Ray Lewis held it down. His passion, intensity, and his football IQ are unmatched by a lot of different linebackers. Ray Lewis played with a chip on his shoulder, and he came out and always got it done, and his intensity was infectious. I had a chance to be around this guy a couple different times throughout my NFL career, and just him in the room and the conversations he would have about the game of football would make you engage and lock in. It was amazing. So for me, that number one linebacker, Mike linebacker, is Mr. Ray Lewis, keeping things moving. A guy that I saw often because he wreaked havoc in the NFC South. And I used to fear when my Buccaneers were going to play against this guy is Mr. Reliable, number 59, Luke Kuechly. Man, I love the way this guy played. Coming out of Boston College, he was another one that just grabbed your attention when you watched the game of football. If you watched when this guy was on the field, he made you lock in on him and know who he was. Kuechly was a tackling machine with elite instincts. Despite what some might call a shortened career, Kuechly racked up Defensive Player of the Year honors, multiple Pro Bowls, and All-Pro selections, cementing his place amongst the greats. Some people say that Luke Kuechly walked away from the game early, but at the same time, when you know it's that time, you know it's that time. And Luke Kuechly was a vital piece to that Carolina Panthers defense. And when you think of the term keep pounding, I think you automatically think of this guy. So, Mr. Luke Kuechly is number 2 on Big Game's middle linebacker, Mount Rushmore. Next, I got to take it back to a guy that my best friend put me on to when he was at the University of Southern California. And when you watch this guy play, it was just, it's hard to even put in words. And to think that this person is no longer here is even tougher for me to do this. And I got a little in my feelings when I started writing this list up. But I got to go with Junior Seau. Junior Seau was the heart and soul of every team he played on. Seau's relentless motor, leadership, and physicality made him one of the most respected players in NFL history. I mean, the amount of time that Junior did it with the Chargers, with the Dolphins, and then with the Patriots. And every time he was on the field, he played with a reckless abandon, and he left it all on the field. He did suffer some head injuries and some think that that's the reason that he may have taken his life later on. But Junior Seau, the people I know that knew him say that he wasn't just a great player. He was an even better teammate and an even better person. So Junior Seau, man, that's my number 3 on my Mount Rushmore. Whew. Y'all, 4th spot. I've changed this thing 4 different times. Changed it 4 different times. And I asked myself, who's deserving of this last spot in my eyes? And I just thought of what made me think of what a defense should look like when I was young, when I really started falling in love with the game, watching it with my grandfather. And the guy who did that for me was for the Chicago Bears, Mr. Mike Singletary. He was the leader of the legendary 1985 Chicago Bears defense. Singletary's intense focus and fierce competitiveness made him the ultimate field general and a Hall of Fame icon. You know, I heard stories about it when this guy was at Baylor that on 2 or 3 different occasions in practice, he cracked his teammate's helmet open from the impact and the hits. A lot of people only remember Mike Singletary for his coaching days and some of his great sound bites from when he was with the San Francisco 49ers as their head coach. And he got laughed at a little bit for some of his antics, but what he did on the field as a player was second to none. I loved watching this guy play in that defense. He just looked like a straight up old school throwback, a linebacker, and Mike Singletary is my number 4. So I know you guys are like, big game. You left a lot of guys off of this list. And to be fair, I got to talk about an honorable mention. You know, I do this from time to time, and it drives my man Jay Styles crazy. But these are some guys that really, really needed to be mentioned. They're not on this list, but they're worthy to where, you know, I believe if you could put more people on Mount Rushmore, these guys will definitely be on there. So to talk about my honorable mention, let me pull this picture up. First and foremost, Mr. Brian Urlacher. Urlacher was a rare blend of size and speed and football intelligence. Urlacher was a dominant force in the middle and set the standard for what a lot of people would call the modern-day linebacker. Brian Urlacher in college was a strong safety. So to be able to transition from the secondary down into the box to be the play caller he was, the leader that he was, and do it with the tenacity he did it with, Brian Urlacher, I'm a big fan of. And like I said, at most, I had him on there, I took him off. I had him on there, I took him off. Brian Urlacher, honorable mention. Next, my teammate and my locker neighbor, my first year in Tampa, Hardy Hardware Nickerson. I don't know if y'all remember the commercial, was it Dennis Leary? It was a Nike commercial with Hardy Nickerson in it. And that's back when they had Buccaneer Bruce on their helmet and wore the creamsicle uniforms. It was just watching Hardy Nickerson on TV, which didn't see a lot of Tampa games, but that Nike commercial made you know, like, who is this dude for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? And that was Hardware. Hardware was amazing. He was known for his leadership, his tackling prowess. Nickerson was a key figure in Tampa's defense resurgence. Once Monty Kiffin got there, he was there before, but once Monty Kiffin and Tony Dungy got there, Hardware was one of those key pieces to help resurge Tampa to being a team, to be known for the defense. And a lot of people might think that I'm putting Hardware up there a little bit higher than he should be. But I'm telling y'all, if you were ever around this guy to watch him play, the ultimate professional, had numerous conversations with Hardy Nickerson, and for him to school me just on some of the knowledge that he did, I'm forever grateful for it. Hardy Nickerson, that's my second honorable mention. Last but not least, when you have an award named after you, you know that it's pretty serious. The best middle linebacker award in college, I believe, is the Dick Butkus Award, an all-time great who defined old school linebacker toughness. His physicality, his aggressive play style made him one of the most feared defenders in his era. Now, me knowing about Dick Butkus, learning that name because of the award and stuff, but actually my grandfather talking about him and then seeing him play and seeing film, made me go, wow, this dude was one of the best and the meanest of the meanest. So Dick Butkus, a lot of people gonna say big game. He probably should have been on your Mount Rushmore. But hey, like I said, this is my list. And what I need y'all to do. I'm sorry. Go down there, let me know what you think. Well, who would have been on your list? You know, was I right? Was I wrong? Do I need to change anything? Let me know what position you want to do next. Right now, I've been staying on the defensive side of the ball because I'm a defensive guy. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, man, these guys, you can all say, changed and rewrote the way the position was played in the game of football. Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly, Junior Seau, Mike Singletary, and Brian Urlacher, Hardy Nickerson, and Dick Butkus. Amazing players, amazing people. Hey, man, y'all stay tuned and be ready for more. You can catch me and the Buff Nerd Thursday nights on BGSE Network and on Big Game Sports Buzz, giving y'all sports from the pro athlete and the sports fanatics perspective. Until next time, please make sure that you like, subscribe, smash that bell so you know that every time we're going on dropping brand new content. NFL middle linebacker Mount Rushmore by Big Game James. Until next time, y'all, peace.